Time is an illusion, and the clock is a thief. Your relationship with time is what defines your relationship with yourself and what's possible in your reality. Reclaim that relationship and watch your life transform. Many women fear running out of time, growing older, not fulfilling their personal or professional goals. What if I told you you didn't have to be afraid of time anymore? That actually, your relationship with time can dramatically change. If you're a woman navigating the complexities of life, family, career, and personal dreams, seeking to feel more beautiful and at ease in your life, you're in the right place. Welcome. I'm Morgan Day Cecil, and I used to have a very debilitating relationship with time. Today, I'm here to share with you this secret that I've learned that allowed me to completely transform my inner world and external reality so that you never have to fear time again, and your life can feel more spacious and free. In this video, we'll explore how understanding time changes everything and can even lead to instant manifestation. By the end of this video, you'll see aging in a completely different light, and you'll see what's possible in your life from an entirely new perspective. So take off your watch, grab your journal, and let's dive in. First, we're going to clarify the difference between Chronos and Kairos time. Chronos time is 3D time. It's what we're most familiar with. It's the linear, quantitative measurement of time. Think clocks, calendars, appointments, schedules, and it's typically how we perceive time and how we are taught to relate to it. Chronos time is history. There is a past and there is a future. In Chronos time, the past is behind us and the future is in front of us. Oftentimes when we're operating in Chronos time, we feel simultaneously stuck and anxious, like the best years of our life are behind us, opportunities are all behind us, and the future is unknown and uncertain, and we're not sure where to head or what to do. We ruminate about the past, we overthink about the future, and that leads to feeling stuck and anxious, which in turn causes us to feel like we're aging and fast forward, and actually can have physical effects on the body, because at a certain point, you can't hide the stress you feel inside. It shows up in your physical health, the glow and quality of your skin, and your well-being. What about Kairos time? Kairos time, in contrast, refers to qualitative time. It's about being present and recognizing when the conditions are ripe for manifestation. And we've all had experiences of Kairos time. It's those moments of awe or astonishing beauty or joy or bliss or connection when we feel as if time is slowing down and we can see clearer than we ever have before. And what we feel is love and peace. In those moments of feeling that bliss, that delight, that love, that peace, that harmony, we are connected to our soul. We are operating in alignment in 5D reality, meaning what is driving us isn't our circumstances or what we're seeing around us or the opinions of others or the common narrative of the day. What is guiding us is something deeper, eternal, something at the soul and spirit level. It matters to know the difference between Chronos time and Kairos time, because as soon as you recognize there is a difference, you can start to pay attention and start to choose more Kairos moments rather than just feeling stuck in Chronos time. The more you know, the more power you have. And then you can start experiencing more Kairos moments, which will have this amazing effect of both slowing down time so you can feel more present and connected to those around you, and quantum leaping you forward into the reality you desire. Now let's go back to those common fears around time. Number one, fear of running out of time. Many women feel that they've missed opportunities or that the best years of their life are behind them. Number two, fear of not achieving goals. There's often the pressure to accomplish certain milestones by specific ages, and they may or may not be yours or authentic to you, but they still create anxiety and a pressure to perform. Number three, a fear of change. As life evolves, so do we. Our desires and our goals may shift and grow. This can create uncertainty about the future or our most intimate relationships. We may cling to a past version of ourselves, refusing to grow in the ways that our soul really wants to, in order to preserve a past relationship that means a lot to us. We fear that our personal growth will mean the end of a love or a sweetness. And the fourth fear, a fear of aging, is often associated with ugliness, ill health, disease, decline, dementia, irrelevancy, all these things that aren't really appealing. None of us are rushing forward to experiencing any of those things. What if that's just a story? What if aging is not a countdown to our demise and withering, but an invitation to come home to your truest self? All these fears around time can create cycles of stress and anxiety and overthinking and comparison, all of which hinders you from your true manifestation powers to confidently embody the woman you desire to be and are indeed created to be. For me, these fears about time started at the age of 9. It was 1989 and I was a competitive gymnast. And like a lot of young girls my age, I had dreams of going to the Olympics. One of my heroes was Nadia Comaneci, 5-time Olympic gold medalist and the first to achieve a perfect 10 at the Olympic Games. Nadia Comaneci was only 14 years old when she did this. And I remember learning her age on the eve of my 10th birthday. And for whatever reason, it shut me down. Instead of thinking, wow, I have 4 years to learn and grow and to become the best gymnast I can possibly be, I felt this poison of a thought enter into me, and it was the idea that I was already too late. I was never going to be as good as her. If I had a chance at the Olympics, I should have been way further along by now. Maybe you've heard those lies too. You should be way further along by now. You don't have a chance. You've missed the opportunity. You're never going to be as good as so-and-so. You're so far behind. You missed your chance. The door is closing. So instead of feeling elated about turning 10, I felt devastated. And I cried the morning of my 10th birthday, fearing the double digits. My little kid self thinking, well, it's all downhill from here. I'm going to be double digits for a really long time. Turning 10 for me was like turning 90. All because of this deranged relationship with time. I don't know why I thought that way. I definitely can't blame my parents. They only encouraged me to go after my dreams and to believe that anything was possible. But from the time I was 10 years old on, I always felt like I was behind. I always felt like my dreams were just up ahead of me, but I wasn't going fast enough to actually achieve them. The dream/nightmare I would always have is like I was traveling through space and there was a portal I needed to get to because the life I was meant to live was on the other side. But just as I was getting there, the doors of the portal would close. For many, many years, decades even, this caused a double-minded energy in my body, where one part of me, the innocent part of me, the imaginative part of me, believed in my dreams and believed I could manifest any life that I wanted. This was the part of me that lived in Kairos time, the soul time. But the other part of me, the part of me that was more and more obligated to live in Chronos time, became more and more fearful of the passing of time and felt more and more behind. But guess what? I don't feel that way anymore. This summer, while reading a book on the tarot called The Meditations on the Tarot, I read a line that woke me up. The line was this: there are in fact 2 types of memory. Horizontal memory, which renders the past present, and vertical memory, which renders that which is above present. I saw this as a graph in my mind. I could see my life on that x-axis, all my mistakes and failures, missed opportunities, and my future, which seemed unknown and uncertain and very far away. And then what came into view was the y-axis, that spaciousness of soul, the above and the below. And I suddenly realized, what if I started relating to time from the y-axis? What if my reference point to time was soul instead of my past? What if I started basing my future on what was above instead of what was behind me? This is the simple secret I learned. Start relating to time from the vantage point of soul instead of your past or current circumstances. Do not allow your past to dictate or define what's possible for your future. Only go to what is above. That x-axis is 3D reality. Your current circumstances are only a reflection of who you have been. They are no indication of who you can be. That y-axis is your direct link to your true essence, your spirit, your soul. It's that timeless place of creativity and beauty and peace and harmony and alignment and pure possibility. And you can get there anytime you like. Revising and redeeming your relationship with time will take some time, but that's okay. It's a practice that feels really good, and it's a practice you can get really good at. Here's a practical step. Start paying attention to those Kairos moments. Those moments where it feels that time stands still and you are in bliss and you feel that harmony and that peace. Maybe it's a moment just before you fall asleep, or just as you're waking up, or a random moment throughout the day. Maybe it's a moment you're making love with your partner, or going for a beautiful walk or watching a sunrise. Maybe it's a time when you're karaoke singing or drawing, or maybe it's a time when you're engaging with your kids, laughing with your friends, or cooking a sensual meal in the kitchen. Kairos moments appear throughout the day, and if you want more of them, start paying attention to them and delighting in them, recognize them, and call them out for what they are. This is the eternal truth of your being. This is your soul expression manifested in your current reality. When you start embracing these moments of beauty, instead of solely focusing on Chronos time, on linear time, on your past and your future, you'll find that manifestation becomes instant. You do not have to wait for that house or that person or that body or that bank account. You get to feel right here in this present moment exactly what you are here to feel. That peace, that bliss, that beauty, that harmony, that love. And from that state of consciousness, that's when the quantum leaps happen. This has been my experience. And truthfully, what has happened to me in the last 3 months is more incredible than I could even dream. I got really serious about this new relationship with time. No longer going into the future from the past, from worry, from anxiety. I would only go into the future from soul, from possibility, from truth, from beauty. All on my own, I started living in the end, as Neville Goddard puts it. Living in the end is one of Neville Goddard's core principles, and it means visualizing your desires and dreams as if they're already fulfilled. By embodying this state of being, you align yourself with your goals regardless of how much time you think they're going to take or how much time you think you have left. Your embodied imagination creates reality. Neville Goddard famously said, "Imagination is the only reality." By focusing on the truth of who you are, that soul orientation with time, the law of correspondence comes into effect. As above, so below. In that state, you can transcend limitations put on you by Chronos time. And through that soul energy, that feminine energy of being, you can manifest your desires instantly. Goddard also taught that emotions are key to manifestation. And we all have so much emotion regarding time. We feel regret, we feel anxiety, we feel worry. But once you change your relationship with time, you will also begin to shift your internal emotional landscape because you're not living in the past or the future anymore. You are choosing to live in the present timeless moment of your soul. You can unlock instant manifestations and start living your most beautiful and fulfilled life now, regardless of your past, your age, or your present circumstances. Time no longer has to be your excuse or your enemy. Your relationship with time is what defines your relationship with yourself and what's possible in your reality. And that is something you have the power to choose. Reclaim that relationship and watch your life transform. I'll end the video right here. I hope it was of value to you. If you want more inspiration on the hidden powers within you to drastically change your relationship with time and manifest your dream reality, watch this video next. Share in the comments below your notes, your ahas, your insights. I will meet you there. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I'm Morgan Day Cecil, your feminine embodiment coach and new kind of manifestation guide. Say it with me. Remember, you can trust what lights you up. What lights you up leads you home, where the magic of Kairos time unfolds.